he's doing. We're walking to freedom. And he doesn't call this freedom. He gives it the title of Dream of Freedom. Then why did he say dream of freedom? I don't know. I do want to talk to Mr. Newton just to kind of get an idea of what he was thinking and how was he getting us to really process the things that happened to our people during enslavement. So he calls this the dream of freedom. He doesn't call it freedom. And you look at them. Should they free? So should they be kicking up their heels and big smiles and things of that nature? Well, you have to understand, particularly here in Texas, the manner in which they were freed. Now, we told y'all on the bus how people from the upper South were bringing those that were enslaved to Texas because there was going to be no enforcement of emancipation at all, none. So when they were freed in a certain way. And that's the Juneteenth part of their freedom here in Texas. But it was the same thing all over. So you're free here in Texas. They're saying you're free, but you only have two choices to make. You're free, but you only got two choices. What are your choices? Stay on the plantation or leave. Most people left. But in Texas, and I'm not making this up, guys, this is documented, that in Limestone County, at the Stroud Plantation, when they were told that they were free, if they decided to leave the plantation, they literally had to empty the straw from their bed. They could take nothing with them but the clothes on their back. They had to empty the straw of the bed on the plantation ground, their pillows emptied on the plantation ground, and they were driven into the woods like cattle. So when you look at them, they're contemplating. But Mr. Newton was very, 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 I don't know, he's had a lot of forethought. Because one of the things that I love about this image right here is that a black man, is consoling a black woman. Now I'm going to challenge you. When you go home, look for images of freedom that's dealing with right after they're told that they were free. Look at their images. You're going to see black and white, you're going to see black man and woman standing beside each other. You're going to see them all dressed poorly. But you're not going to see this type of image. This is not a type of image. And the reason why is that they don't capture their image and they don't really understand. Even though sometimes we couldn't marry, sometimes they separated husbands from wives, sometimes they separated children from their mothers. They separated those families, and yet they're free. So they contemplated, what do we do now? What do we do now? And a lot of y'all came here, y'all moved here. I'm sure y'all had real estate agents help you. Y'all have a moving company help you. You had people, you know, when we moved to Virginia, I could go to a counselor and tell her how I was feeling because I was missing my family. They didn't have none of that. They just had themselves. So life has changed and we have gotten better. But you can see, this image is very beautiful. It is very, very powerful. Now, Mr. Newton is not, he don't want y'all come with me to the back. Because Mr. Newton is very intentional in providing you the history without one single word. What do you see on the back of the man here?
A woman consoling a man.
Some people say whips. Some people say scars. Some people say whatever. But Mr. Newton is very intentional in providing you with that. Yes, they are free. They are definitely free. But are they free? Because you have to understand, that's a very traumatic centuries of trauma being black. So there was remnants of enslavement No, they are free. But he didn't just do the man, y'all. Mr. Newton really wants you to kind of understand. So you come around here on the woman, and you see what too? On her as well. Now my question to Mr. Newton is this: why is the man scars, stripes, whatever, whelps or whatever, is so much pronounced than the woman? How do you interpret that? You can come up with your own interpretation. Because she was a woman, her stuff was more internal than the man. Or maybe the man in 2025 still have more external scars than they do women. Because, they always treated the woman better than our men. I don't know. That's why I really want to talk to Mr. Newton. But you got to know that he's intentional in dividing this image here. Now, as my husband said, in 1979, 80, 81, they excavated all of this land here. They excavated it, interred. They did an archaeological dig where they plotted it out with their archaeological equipment, got the bones, the remnants, because you guys know, when you die, you go back. It's nothing left but bones. I tease my husband, I say, when I leave, they're going to notice me cut my teeth. Because, your teeth are implants, and they don't disintegrate. But anyway, they excavated the bodies and interred them into other cemeteries around the country. So the only thing that's here, guys, and I know when you look out here, it looks like headstones or whatever. Those are not headstones. Those are just markers to say something, or to maybe a marker or something specific.
So all the bodies.
About everybody that they could find.
Okay.
Other than the ones that had already been paved over.
Yeah.
Has been interred into another cemetery. So the bronze images, wordings you see here, those were by they had a contest. Dallas Independent School District had a contest where various grade levels had a entry, and they had several categories, and the various winners of those categories are the ones who got their poem or homage or whatever they won their category in is spotlighted here. The image in the back, the long poem in the back, was by the lady who put the contest together, and she talks about the significance of this area.
Okay, we need to keep moving. Any questions before we get back on the bus?
You can ask them when we get on the bus.
Or you can ask someone once we get back on the bus.